so tight, too. For a live show, they're just so enmeshed in each other. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am your host and surgeon of the Subito Piano, Ken Levine. I'm a singer and vocal coach here on YouTube, and today we are looking at A Perfect Circle. The band is called A Perfect Circle, and the song is called Weak and Powerless, as requested by one of you. But before we do that, I just want to remind you all to please remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the stuff that we do here on the channel. And you can also do the thumbs up and thumbs down, whatever you like. Very democratic here. I like to listen to everything that you have to say. So if you're new and you've just subscribed, please write "I subscribed" down in the comments below, and I will do my very best to respond to as many people as I possibly can. So, blah 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 from me. Now we are going to hear from Maynard James Keenan and his side project called A Perfect Circle. And this is actually going back a ways. This is recorded live in Chile at Lollapalooza on tour. And let's check it out. I think this is a bit of a bootleg version of this song. Maynard doing his classic hunch down. Sounds so pristine. It looks like there's a bunch of different cameras in the audience capturing the event, but the sound sounds more like it's coming from a beautifully mixed soundboard. Maynard sounds fantastic as usual. He has a much more forward placement. To my recollection and what I recall, very consistent with how he normally produces his vocals. Not nasal, but forward in his placement. Nice vocal harmonies. There's Maynard as a frontman. Really nicely mixed harmonies between the vocalists there. Maynard has an interesting approach to being a frontman for a band in that he has his own zone, far away from the rest of the band members. They are very much, now this is recorded in 2013, they are all in their own sort of acoustic zones there. Very different from the first Tool video that I looked at with a version of Sober, and that was back from like 92 or 94, and he was very much the front man there and very much doing what you would expect from a normal, typical frontman singer, right out in front, engaging the audience. And this one, I've since learned that he has his own unique philosophy about how bands really should be organized and structured. And in terms of the traditional frontman hierarchy, he's like, I'm not into that. And it might have something to do with, stage fright or some of those particular idiosyncrasies that he either suffers from or has to endure. The result is I would say there's a much better mix and balance between the instruments and the vocalists. It sounds great in the headphones. the devil has me somewhere, and you'll never hear a word I say. It had a very sort of dark and gloomy outlook at the very beginning. But the song isn't weak or powerless at all. It's a very powerful piece. I'm curious to hear more of those tight harmonies with the vocalist, though. And some piece of my whatever, just as long as I don't feel so interesting harmonies. So tight, too. For a live show, they're just so enmeshed in each other. Again, the forward placement of those vowels has a really relaxing effect on your whole larynx. Very, very important. And it's idiosyncratic to how Maynard approaches his singing style. And you don't mistake it for anyone else. Yeah, okay, really great harmonies, great. It is a much more polished and produced sound. It sounds great. Maynard, of course, like I said, we talked a little bit about his particular approach and his ethos of how we structure a band, not necessarily centered around the lead vocalist, but rather the band is one unit. I find that approach really fascinating. It takes the emphasis off of personality and puts the focus where it ought to be on the music itself, and not necessarily all centered around the gravity of one individual artist. And I need to get back to Tool again. So many great bands in so little time. Yes. Well, now, if you are a young artist and you're trying to develop and you don't want to come off as either weak or powerless, I strongly suggest that you reach out to a competent vocal coach. If there doesn't happen to be one in your area, there's lots of us out here on YouTube. If you want to work with me, I will be sure to leave that link down in the description below. And yes, please remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you got any value out of this, I really appreciate to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. The lines are always open down in the comments below. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, dear viewers, for making it to the end, and we will see you next time.